So I just got back from seeing the movie Death Wish, and I give it a 7 out of 10. Go see it, cause a guy gets his fucking head like blown open. Like, it's not just he gets shot in the head, you actually see like the whole inside, like the brain gets splattered all over the floor. It's like I said, it's at least a 7 out of 10. This should probably at least have a 100% on Rotten Tomato by my estimate. Go see this fucking film because it's good. Oh yeah, by the way, it's pretty blatantly pro-vigilante and pro-buying a gun. You could kind of debate whether it is for like the first hour maybe, but by the time you're heading towards the end, it's clear where it leans. So if that upsets you, don't watch it. But if it doesn't, go watch it. Because there ain't a ton of other movies out in cinemas where you can watch people shoot each other and actually see like a head blown the fuck to bits. I mean, they come out every now and again, but they don't come out anywhere near enough. Oh yeah, this thing got absolutely butchered on Rotten Tomato and Metacritic. I've seen the scores, they're bad. I'm not surprised. I mean, I saw Molly's Game early because I got in like via some unlimited surprise showing thing, and I thought that was going to get butchered on Metacritic. I thought that was like maybe a 4 out of 10 film myself, when it got like a, I don't know, 80% fresh or something. I thought it was stupid because to me it was like the shittiest version of like the shitty side of like Wolf of Wall Street to me. Like, Wolf of Wall Street was, to me, a 6 out of 10 sort of film, maybe a 7, I don't know. It's been a while since I saw it. I thought it was good in places. But here's the thing. Morally, I refuse to see Wolf of Wall Street as a movie about how being a piece of shit billionaire huckster is bad, because it's not. It's about how being a piece of shit billionaire huckster is fucking awesome, and how even if you get caught at the end you'll probably be fine. Because Wolf of Wall Street, fun film. Like I said, it's at least like a 6 or a 7 by my account. But what's its morals? Answer: fuck off. It doesn't have particularly nice morals, but I don't give a fuck. And thing is, I admit there are a couple of movies out there which I like because they generally come down on my side on some issues, but generally that's not where I place my values on films. I think people who do that are mostly liars. In fact, I'd say most of them are just bullshitting to find some value in something they liked. Like, you know, there's this guy on YouTube, YMS, I think he's okay. I mean, I'm kind of like 50-50 on some of the shit he says, but one example is I think of his review of Bruno, the, you know, Borat sequel, and I don't think Bruno's a bad movie. I think Borat's a really good movie, but it's been a while since I've seen either of them. I generally favour Borat as the better film, but his Bruno movie review basically argues people just didn't get Borat. They just didn't get Bruno. They thought the movies were more lowbrow than they were. And my answer is, bitch, they're always... Sacha Baron Cohen is lowbrow king. His humour is scat, it's stereotypes, it's fucking lowbrow, and it's fun stuff, but don't pretend the majority of his humour is insightful. It's not. Like, the moment you take him off interacting with people, which is where you can actually try and argue he brings some sort of message and important values to his work, he's just back to like, what am I gonna be? I'm gonna be a stereotype, and that's what he's good at. He's good at playing stereotypes. Yeah, you can argue that Bruno now and again manages to make some sort of point about people's obsession with celebrityhood, but let's not pretend that the movie does more to expose homophobia than show that if you behave like someone who justifies homophobia, people will be homophobic. You're not gonna have me buy that if you invite inviting somewhat like an elderly politician into your room full of pornography and dropping your pants makes any sort of decent statement, of course they're pissed. What, of course they get the fuck out of it. What, you think if you invited like a female politician in and you did the same shit, you'd be making some... No, it's the same fucking point. People are grossed out. They're also grossed out when you and people come into your room and there's shit on the walls and gerbils you're implied to have been shoving up someone's ass. Can we not try and pretend that the majority of his humour is witty? Do you want an example of how weird it is? It's like, let's take what was his name? Ali G. Ali G, one of his characters. Now, is Ali G okay if Ali G is a non-black guy playing a non-black guy pretending to be a black guy, or is he not okay if he's a non-black guy just pretending to be a black guy? Because Ali G is a fucking terrible stereotype, but he's funny because you get to see him fuck around with people in public, and it's fun stuff. And you know not to take that shit seriously. But I'm just saying there's a sort of absurd, twisted logic to try and to make it seem like the joke is... Some people go through to make it seem like the joke is actually more insightful than it is. And we get to weird things like there was a bitch fit on social media with Persona recently. Because some Persona fan account posted some DLC, like, sexy costumes for, like, some dancing spin-off. I'm not a huge Persona guy. I started playing them at 3. I finished off 4 on the Vita. I never finished 3. I've got 5 on my PS4. Bought it on sale. I'll probably try and play through that at some point. I got it cheap via an offer, so, you know, no, I'm not, like, a huge guy on them. But... this social media account, people are upset because sexy costume DLC, and I know it's disgusting, all this DLC shit. I wish we'd just go, okay, yeah, people are upset because it's reminding them that the Persona games sexualise the fuck out of teenagers, which they've always done. That's the thing. You can talk about how Persona has some good values or shit like that if you like, but let's not bullshit ourselves that these games are a wish fulfillment. They're wish fulfillment that, oh, I fucking wish I could have fucked a 15-year-old when I was 15. Oh man, it's such a shame I never did that. Fuck me. I'm just saying, that's something... I don't even know if they're 15. I'm sure maybe they're like 17. I can't be... I'm not going to Google the wiki and check. My point is, that's always been there in the back of Persona. And the sexy... they've always had them. They've been unlockable from the start. They're not even hard to unlock. I remember getting some off a random, like, I killed something in a dungeon and then it dropped a sexy suit I could stick, like, one of the female characters in. And you can, obviously, yeah, they're blazing yet same for male characters also, so... You know, I'm sure there's some guy, or whatever, I'm just saying. Point is, you're upset because people are aware of the weird as fuck morals. Someone needs to go through Ali G and someone needs to go through Sacha Baron Cohen and just get the hours and hours of humour he did, which was just flat out un-PC regardless of context. So we can just put that up whenever somebody talks about how important his progressive morals are and how he's okay, but, you know, these you know, Nazi pug is not. Like, fuck off, you fucking pussies. Fuck you.